Hi there, Jim Werbineth again. Um, this is going to be a rather shorter video than yesterday's because I just want to cover one more thing that I didn't cover in great detail yesterday involving General Mark Clark, and but I did cover at the Origins Game Fair last month for the Origins War College and Armchair Dragoons. And the issue is the whole context of Clark's denial of his Jewish heritage. Full disclosure, I was not raised as an anti Semite, I was raised the exact opposite. To hold this whole view in horror and abhorrence. I've had long associations with people of the Jewish faith and heritage, uh, including my girlfriend of the last 20 years. One of the things that she says about me is that I'm an honorary Jew, and I say I can't be. I haven't earned that privilege because I've never been chased by Nazis or kicked in the teeth by a Cossack or his horse. Now, one of the things that I've noticed though in the last couple of years is that I may be part of a minority here as anti Semitism is raising its ugly head again. And of course, due to my upbringing and because of associations and the fact that I used to visit Squirrel Hill constantly when I was in prep school, the Tree of Life massacre, about 15 miles south of where I live now, hit home literally. That was the worst anti Semitic action in the United States. And then the worst internationally since World War II was, of course, the October 7th attack from Gaza into Israel. I know Donald Trump has gotten a lot of criticism over the years for saying things like Mexico sends its rapists and its murderers to the United States. Well, on October 7th, Gaza sent its rapists and murderers into Israel. And I think that puts a whole spin on Israel's response. Even though they've been under a microscope, you can't deny that that was a casus belli, a cause of war between Israel and Gaza. So, in the end, that's my perspective, and you may call it a bias, if you will, coming as someone who cannot claim membership in the tribe, but I'm a friend of the club. Now, in this age of rising anti Semitism, I've really taken a whole different view towards General Clark and also other officers of his generation with Jewish backgrounds. Victor Fruit Krylak in the Marine Corps told everybody that he was an Episcopalian from Denver. He was really a Jew from Wyoming, and he was so convincing, two of his sons became Episcopal priests. And the third son became Charles Krylak became a born-again evangelical Christian and commandant of the Marine Corps. Maurice Rose, whom General Bolger wrote his book about, never talked about his heritage, even though his father retired from business in Wyoming and went to school and became ordained as a rabbi. So I've really gotten a little more understanding about their actions of either totally obscuring or not talking about their heritage, because they came from a time when what we might consider abhorrent anti-Semitism, their society might term normal. That it was considered acceptable to be an anti-Semite just as much as it was acceptable to some degree to be a racist. And I could see this now as hostility towards Jews rises, and there are not many voices against it, that I can see their point. It's one reason, too, that I do donate to Jewish causes, both here and in Israel, and I definitely applaud Robert Kraft's Blue Square initiative in their public service announcements against anti-Semitism. So that's where I stand now. I'm not a neutral, but While I don't like the idea of using religion as a flag of convenience and hiding your heritage, I can see why they did it. I'm not going to applaud it, but I'm also not going to condemn it. And this goes even for General Clark. Someone, as you may have guessed from my presentation yesterday, I do not consider the best American general of World War II, and not exactly a role model. But I can see why he did it. I definitely see anti Semitism as a very strong mitigating factor for him, for General Rose, and uh, for General Krulak. So that's just an addenda and something else that I wanted to share with you guys. And once again, thank you for your time, and look forward to talking to you again in the near future. And of course, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you very much. Bye.